of Italian bread. The kind that used to taste so good toasted. And especially with marmalade. Too bad the store was just around the corner. Or that you couldn't have found a couple of more items. Did you leave me a note?
I'm no good at notes, Ada. You know that.
You're just not to be believed. Taking off again. Running out again. And what's that?
It's what I went back for.
That $50,000 receipt from Mr. Peyton that was supposed to guarantee your daughter's future? Can't get out of the bank, can you? Or did you decide that you needed some traveling money? Here. Here, I've got a better picture for you to remember it by. Norman took that the first time she got into maternity clothes. Oh, nothing was showing yet, but she couldn't wait to get into them. Look at her. Look at her. Smiling and so proud. You know what she's saying to herself there? I made it. And it doesn't matter that I never had any family, or that home was a room behind a bar, or I was ashamed to take the other kids, even if their parents would have allowed it. It doesn't matter that I was passed around from boy to boy. All that's behind me. Married to Norman Harrington now. We're going to have a child. And everything's going to be different.
Go ahead. You can't hit me with anything I haven't already hit myself with. I put her in the hospital. I pushed her into a crisis.
I'm not just blaming you, Eddie. I never gave her anything either, except a roof over her head and enough to eat. Until it was too late. When she was 14, I offered to give her a party. She said not to bother, that the kids she'd like to come wouldn't come. And the kids that would, she was already running around with Joe Chernak and his bunch. Haven't we done enough to her?
Yeah, we couldn't have hurt her more if we tried.
Then what's this?
It's for the best.
And where are you going now? Back to the hospital for another big goodbye to your daughter? Like the last one that almost cost her her life? Well, can't you speak?
There won't be any more goodbyes.
Just let you walk out on the mess you made. Just like that.
Just like that. I wish I'd never come back.
No more than I do. But it's too late for that. You're not going to make it easy on yourself.
I'm not trying to now. But you were right. When I came back, having a daughter didn't mean anything to me, except that she was married to a rich man's grandson, and I was looking for a soft place to land. And all I had to do was to sweet-talk her into loving her long-lost daddy.
And for you, that was easy.
A lead pipe cinch. The trouble is, I started out to con Rita and ended up conning myself. I love that girl. And one thing I can do for her is just what Norman suggested. Get lost.
You promised Rita that you'd be here when she got out of the hospital.
That promise was just to get her through her operation. It didn't mean any more than the rest of what we said.
What you said? All that talk about buying a place in the country to raise horses and grandkids.
We were gonna raise horses and grandkids. And I still think you'd look great in blue jeans. Anything is better than a husband and me yanking her apart. Norman's never gonna trust me. I don't blame the kid. He had my number right from the beginning.
But you just said you've changed.
That's what I said.
Well, I'm not going to let you.
Ada?
She loves you too much, whether you deserve it or not. Please, Eddie, listen to me. I've had her for 18 years, and if I left today forever...
She'd cry her heart out.
Maybe, but she'd get over it. If you leave, nothing I can say and nothing I can do will keep this from being the final blow. Do you know what it cost me to say this?
Yeah. A lot of pride went down the drain.
Well, maybe that's the place for it. She's lost her baby. She can't lose her father, too. Not a second time.
About Rita. I'm sorry it had to happen. I know how much they both wanted that baby.
Well, I think Norm will be able to pull it. He wanted to be a father, but I don't think that baby was real to him yet. And that's the price for saving Rita's life.
Well, Rita's never been strong physically, but she is in other more important ways.
Oh, but Betty, when you fall off cloud 9, that's a long way down. You can really land with a crash.
She'll still have Norman. Rod, when two people love each other, a loss like this can bring them even closer together.
Or drive them apart.
Does it still bother you?
I hardly notice it.
Something you haven't noticed. Look at my hand. I've taken Stephen's ring off once and for all.
That's good, Betty.
But right now, you have more urgent things on your mind.
Oh, no, not really.
No, I understand. If Rita needs anything, just let me know, huh?
Miss Cho?
Norman,
Can I see her?
don't stay too long. In there.
Now, just a few minutes, Mr. Harrington.
Hi.
You look terrible.
You should see the other guy.
Were you up all night?
Yeah, I got hooked on the coffee.
Didn't anybody give you anything to eat with it?
Hey, I'm supposed to ask all the questions.
From way over there? I'm not contagious. I'm just wired for sound.
Rita,
It's all right, Norm.
I love you. How do you feel?
I can't tell you.
Why?
Regulations. I'm only allowed to answer that question 472 times a day, and I hit the limit an hour ago.
But Dr. Rossi said your heart's perfect now. We have a whole new life. Start counting from today, we can do everything we haven't done before. Have everything we want.
I have everything I want.
Look, why don't we, take a trip somewhere? You know what? Maybe buy some new furniture, look for a new apartment, start planning.
You can talk about it, Norm. Or did Dr. Rossi tell you not to? just to pretend it never happened.
You said you took it pretty hard.
Well, I'm over that.
Good.
Because it was for the best. I wasn't ready for having a baby, having children.
You will soon.
No, I don't mean just the having them. That's the easy part. Once you have them, you're stuck with them. We made a mistake, Norm. But we don't have to pay for it. And neither did the baby.
Don't say that.
Before I knew that the baby was... that I'd had a miscarriage, I used to think how great it would be to hold it and talk to it and cuddle it. But I never thought of it as a real person. It was just a live doll that I could play with till I got tired of it and then I could put it away. But you can't do that with a real baby. You have to be with it all the time.
You want kids. We both do.
Oh, sure. Kids are fun when they're little. They don't need anything but a warm bottle and a clean diaper. But they grow up. What do you do when they start growing up?
You take care of them.
Like my parents did? Or yours?
We're different.
Parents make a mess and foul things up, and the kids are a mess. They don't learn anything. The kids grow up and have kids of their own, and they just keep making a mess. Well, not me. I won't do that to a baby. Ever.
Rita, don't do this to make me feel better.
I wasn't even thinking of you. I would have made a rotten mother. Just glad I didn't have the chance to prove it.
Norman?
Nap time again?
I'm afraid so.
Come back tomorrow. It's a long time till tomorrow. It all worked out, Norm, just the way it should have.
She was saying?
Some of it.
She's glad. She's happy the baby didn't live.
I know.
She thinks the whole thing's one big mistake. So now everybody's better off.
Norman, you know how much Rita wanted that baby. And now she's lost it. She needs something, anything, to help rationalize away that loss.
When will she stop rationalizing?
Well, it depends on how much help we give her.
How much does she need?
I don't know.
That's the catch, isn't it? What happens if she needs more than we can give?